right outside, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Hello, I'm the 2KMC, here to tell you about what's going on in the neighborhood. This weekend, if you're an all-star rep or higher, you can earn triple rep at training days by playing with rookie or pro rep players. On Wednesday, it's rec time. Make your way to the rec because all day long you can earn double rep.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
So the New York starting 5, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Noel is out there with Randle, and it's Payton in at the point guard. And for Houston, Wood out there with Kelly Olynyk, then it's Porter, then it's Brooks, and it's Tate in at the small forward. Right now, both these sides dealing with injuries. We won't be seeing either of them at 100%.
I agree with you, Kevin. It's been tough for both of these teams as they work through their rotations due to the injury bug. credit goes to not only the coaches for trying to plug the holes and manage their rosters, but to the players. You know, when you're a pro, even if you're not initially in the rotation, you've got to always be ready to go. And these guys have stepped up well, the reserves.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout. Boy, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Wood passes to Tate. He kicks it to Porter. Brooks with no one around. No good from outside. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
In college, Randle got away with overpowering defenders. But here in the NBA, he's learning how to use that soft jumper.
Porter against Payton, and that one's good by Porter.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. Their emphasis will be focusing on slowing down Julius Randle in the paint. Coach said he's always been a great finisher, and we have to respect that. So we can't let him get comfortable down there. It's a big task when Randle gets himself going. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Porter following the three-pointer from Elfrid Payton. Olynyk inside. He's defended by Randle. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Here's Wood. No good that time. And New York the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. It's stolen by Barrett. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's Porter. The Rockets with another miss. New York leading by 6. Here's Randle. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Porter. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
From the wing, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Payton's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensive.
Shot from the wing, and again it's New York.
and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Here is Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Quickly. No good on the shot. And Houston the other way now. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
That's good from Noel. Clark, with last season shortened, maybe some second-year players hitting the rookie wall for the first time here in 2021.
That's a good point. I mean, again, the carryover, you know, people tend to look at this thing in compartments this season, this number of games, but there is carryover. I mean, teams that go through lengthy runs in the playoffs each year and then start up again oftentimes have fatigue battles that other players and teams don't. So that's real, the fatigue that carries over from season to season.
So it's the Rockets now. After New York gets the three, cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Porter. 6 to shoot. And Brooks gets it to go.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. They swipe it.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
On the wing, Porter. Covered by Payton. Porter passes to Wood. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Quickly. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Let's take a look at Alec Burks' numbers. how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Rockets trail by 13. Now here is Augustine. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Knicks. Burks for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Burks has got 6.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And that one's good. House.
That kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
And it goes down 2 points.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Oh, wow. And he jams it with authority.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
And the Rockets with possession here. Down by 12. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Houston. Pass to Augustine. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Augustine with the steal. Kicks it out to Bradley. Nailed from three-point land. Bradley's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Augustine with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here are the Knicks now. They lead by 7. On its way from Burks for 2. And there's another one for the Knicks. Here's Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. Knocked loose. Randle kicks to Brown. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
The Knicks leading by 6. Shot on the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Knox has got his second basket of the night. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Bradley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rose. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Rose has got 6. Rockets trail by 10. Augustine finds Bradley. Back to Augustine. It's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Outside Bradley. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Knox.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And the shot is good. And now it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Augustine passes to House. For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
Free throw drops for House. Noel's checked in for the Knicks. And so House nails both of them. The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Rose. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Rose has got 10.
There's no defense for that, guys. I mean, whenever Rose hits this shot, you just got to tip your hat to him and shake his hand.
Burks against Bradley. From 10 feet out, and the jumper is good. Bradley's got his second basket of the game. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Rose, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow!
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Brown. Bradley is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's House in at the four-man position. Bradley can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 9. On its way from Burks for 2. They grabbed their own miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Knocked away. Stolen by Bullock. From the wing, Burks' shot is good. Burks has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Knicks. Rocket shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Here's Augustine, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustin has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
The Rockets making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Both free throws, good from Augustine.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Fires from the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bullock's got 9.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Olynyk. That one doesn't drop, so New York will take it the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And their road trip is only getting started, as that's the second of 6 for them.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Augustine, that's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
A shot by Burks, nobody around. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Out to the wing. And it's off from three-point range. New York's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Bullock, and there are the Knicks with another bucket. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. In the corner, Bradley with it. The basket is good, the assist from Augustine. He's got 10.
And DJ Augustine knows what he's out there for, to distribute the ball. I mean, always has his head on a swivel, and he's looking to find his teammates.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
What a great trend it's been for him in terms of his rebounding. He's been getting after it on the glass these past few months. His numbers are way up, and that makes him so much more effective as an all-around contributor.
Now here is Augustine. 6 points for him. And Olynyk kicks to Augustine. Knocks down the 3 ball. Augustine's got 9 points.
You know, typically, guys, Augustine is setting others up. Nice to see him get a pass himself and drill the shot.
Poked loose. Rockets trail by 12. In the corner, Bradley with it. From deep. It's rebounded by New York. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard, reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Wood. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 21 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
They get it back. Here's Noel. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The rebounding instincts of Noel are sublime, special. He just sees shot trajectories so well. I mean, he anticipates and then positions himself accordingly.
That's good from Noel.
Well, the former Kentucky Wildcat Noel is a phenomenal defensive player who's really starting to find himself on offense as well.
Now here's Porter. He's got 12. Pass to Tate. Here's Wood, covered by Payton. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Payton's shot is off. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Tate, and a wide open look for Porter. And it's good off the back rim and in. 14 points for him. For New York, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And the shot goes in. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Randle grabs the board. New York's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Here is Porter. After New York gets the 3, misses the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Fires from deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And helping the team space the floor there, Randle with so much more confidence now from the outside.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Houston. Trailing by 19. They host the 76ers after this game, and that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's New York with it. And here are the Knicks. They're on an 11-3 run. Randle with the bucket.
You know, Randle has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Porter in the corner. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Porter's got 16. New York leading by 19. Here's Payton. And again, it's New York.
You know, one of the knocks when Payton first came into the league was that he couldn't shoot it well. I mean, he's proving all of his critics wrong right now. I mean, a very consistent scorer from there.
Now, here's Porter. 16 points for him. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Wing shot on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 11 points in the game.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Brooks against Randle. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Sterling Brown is checked in for the Rockets. Then for the Knicks, Kevin Knox comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Barrett subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Brooks outside. Plenty of space. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quickly. No good with the wing jumper. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside, Porter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Quickly. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
And for Houston, they're shooting very well. 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Brooks misses. The Knicks leading by 23. Goes up on the wing. Knox misses. And for Houston, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Porter passes to Tate. A three-pointer, no good. New York with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And Barrett gets it to go. Rockets on offense. And here's Porter. 18 points for him. Payton on the double team. Brown wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got 13.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now here's Randle. He's coming off a 34-point game against Chicago. And there it is for him. He's got 8.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second-chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Quickly. He can't get that one. Nice D from Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up. The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Knicks. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
Well, I think for New York, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Toppin. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. The Rockets shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that one is good. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Toppin. Bank shot, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
There's Rose with the 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, good to see Rose getting into a nice rhythm and shooting the ball with confidence. That's become a go-to shot for Rose.
Porter outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now Porter following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Wood passes to Tate, and the layup falls.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
On its way from Rose for 2. That shot off, and the Rockets take it the other way. It's stolen by Rose, and the shot goes in. Rose has got 17 now.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Porter passes to Brooks. Houston moving it around. Wood against Randle. Wood kicks to Porter. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. Porter's got 23.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
There's Rose with the 3. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
You've got to take Rose seriously from there now. I mean, he's capable of doing some major damage from distance.
Outside, Porter. They get a hand on it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
On its way from Rose for 2, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We're able to get out in transition. We're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Elfrid. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and looking at the state of the New York Knicks. Last season, clearly not the win total they'd expected, Kenny. What's next?
Well, patience. So young core mixed with an old core, so they got to figure that out.
Which gives you a medium core.
They have to have time to develop, though, for the young players. And then once that happens, possibly.
Patience, Kenny. They need consistency. They need a shared voice from management to the front office to the coaching staff. They need something.
How's my core looking, by the way?
Pretty good.
Six-pack.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rockets trail by 21. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Barrett and Randle are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Noel in its center. Now here's Brooks. Rocket 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Olynyk has the open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 7th assist in the game. Porter against Payton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Payton's got 16 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
It's stolen by Randle. By himself. Oh, what a play!
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And so here is Houston, following the score by New York. And stolen by Noel. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
Man, do I like the intensity of Noel on defense. Really an imposing presence who does an outstanding job making things hard for the opposition.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now at some numbers here for Randle. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, averaging 25 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Randle grabs the board.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now, here's Porter. 23 points in the game. And there's the pass to Tate. Randle brings the double team. Wood finds Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. To end the run. Hits it from three-point range. Brooks has got 10 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right side, Porter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. For 3, Barrett. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, you close off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Brooks outside. Back to Porter. Tate. Barrett covering. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Payton. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Brooks outside. Outside, Porter. To the inside, Wood. And finished off by Wood.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Shot from the wing, and again it's New York.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Porter. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
It's his first trip to the line. New York calls timeout.
Nobody came close and I'm about to go ghost, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to... Yeah. Like Orlando, play with the magic, no camo, with a basket. No, me in a zoo for peace. Eulogies talk about peace. Screams, cries, faint, breach, wings, high, can't reach. If I'm walking on the cloud to the golden gates, then I hope that Jehovah gon' hold the place. Then I never gon' lie, say they stole my space, causing me to repeat as a whole new race. Oh no, beat and reincarnated, cause if I hate it, for sure. Don't debate it, I get to, cause I ain't waiting for hope. Sadness, cause deep into my life with that on the front page news is a highlight.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Brooks. And let's see how the Seeds look out west going into the playoffs. You look at the Rockets, it hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And you know, Houston, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's New York with it. Here's Burks. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Burks has got 16.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's New York. Now Augustine. He's got 9. Passes it to Tate. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. Wood passes to Tate. Second chance shot. The kick out to Porter. And another shot. Misses off the left iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to Augustine. Here's Wood. Back to Augustine. And that one, good. 11 points in the game.
Really good to see Augustine getting it done from there because it proves he's not just a jump shooter.
Fades away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood.
New York ball.
A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Quickly, drops in the breakaway layup. 19 points in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And Randle throws it down.
For Randle, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. Wood with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams. Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Pulls up on the wing. Rockets with the rebound. Wood's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Porter. No good on the 3.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Burks. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Burks has got 20 points.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Brown outside. Toppin pulls it in. New York's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And there's another one for the Knicks. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Houston. Pass to Olynyk. Another shot. It's deflected. Here's Toppin. He's got 8. Puts it up from 15. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Toppin's got 10 points in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And that one's good. House.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Quickly. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Brown against Burks. And it's Brown missing. The Knicks shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Here's Toppin. And he converts the layup. Toppin's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Now here is Augustine. He's got 13. The layup off target.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Toppin, it falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Now here is Augustine. Olynyk high post.
Yeah, and Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line, 83%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Bradley's checked in. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Brown, following the score by Obi Toppin. Bradley deciding where to go with it. To the middle, here's Olynyk. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Olynyk's got 12.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Kicks it out to Bradley. It's rebounded by New York.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Brooks checked in for the Rockets. A break in the action means we can check out the best defensive teams in the league this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Knicks.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Down low. Ntilikina with the rebound. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks over Brooks. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Boy, he can absolutely torch you with this pull-up jumper. Frank Ntilikina, you got to respect the jump shot.
Bradley, no one around him. Kept alive, and Gibson sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter, and Bradley gets it to go.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Ntilikina, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ntilikina's got 4 this quarter. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Took him no time at all on that one.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Bradley. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And, you know, Ntilikina is effective from the mid-range, good at reading the defense and then capitalizing off the space he gets.
Count it. Bradley's got 17 now. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Ntilikina kicks to Gibson. Baseline jumper. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
A competent score from the mid-range. Actually, maybe his best part of his game. Gibson's solid at recognizing when that shot's available.
And so it's New York with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Bradley. He's out there with Brown, and it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Love the form Ntilikina has. Boy, that's nice. Keeps the ball high, making it tough to block that shot.
Here's Bradley. The Knicks making the shot. Drills it from outside.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Swiped it away. The pass to House. Back to Bradley, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. So for the Rockets, Jeffries is checked in, and it's Lamb in there for Sterling Brown.
Jeffries. Lamb.
Here's Bradley. The rebound by Gibson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Ntilikina. No good with the elbow jumper. Rose against Lamb. Feeds it to Jeffries. Oh, that's blocked. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Gibson, and that's good off the glass that time.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Outside, Lamb. Outside, Bradley. Rose with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Toppin can't get it to go. The Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. The feed to House. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's Lamb, and it's good, 2 points.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Bradley. Offensive rebound. Here's Knox, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Bradley passes to Jeffries. Back to Bradley. To the paint. Jeffries, good. Jeffries got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
On its way from Rose for 2. The Rockets pull it in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Rockets, Avery Bradley. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Wood, he's checked in for Danuel House. The Knicks also changing it up. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Toppin. And it's Payton in for Derrick Rose. Good on the second free throw. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Ntilikina. That one off the back iron and out. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And here's Bradley from 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got 14 points here in the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Payton gets the bucket.
And Payton doing a nice job. Really good at finding his spots on the floor. When he gets going, just make sure he keeps getting the rock.
Good work there as it goes. Bradley's got 26 points. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. He dishes it to Bullock. Over Lamb. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Jeffries. Bradley up top, covered by Payton. They get it again. Wilson kicks to Lamb. Good on the triple. Lamb's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Houston making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Hayden, the offensive rebound. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Jeffries, the pass to Augustine. Down low. Wood with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Ntilikina, and he gets it to go.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
The Knicks making a switch here. Pell's checked in. Payton against Augustine. Payton drives in. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Payton's got 12 points in just the second half. Rockets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Augustine, that's good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The Knicks shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. And they double up Payton from 17 feet out. Second shot opportunity, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Augustine against Payton. Over Augustine. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's blocked. Payton with the ball. 16 feet away, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, sweet J from Payton. The defense can't afford to leave him open there.
And here's Augustine to the inside. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Outside, Lamb passes it to Augustine. Here's Wilson, and that one is hammered home.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston making a switch here.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 6.
Here's Lamb. Now Augustine. Knicks with the rebound. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Wilson, and again it's New York. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Rockets. Good D by Payton. The Knicks shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And again, New York turns it over. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Reggie Bullock.
Checking in for the Knicks, Frank Ntilikina.
Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside, Lamb. Pass to Jeffries. Here's Augustine, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Augustine's got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Ntilikina. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Wilson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Rockets ball.
Rockets shooting about 59% from the floor. Offensively, they've been running without a hitch. Here's Augustine. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Rockets ball.
A 3 off the inbound.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Burks, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Knicks substitution. Alec Burks.
And so it's Houston with it. Now here is Augustine. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Augustine. Ntilikina can't hit. And it's the Rockets on the break. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And an air ball on that one. Way off. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Augustine against Burks. Lamb, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Ntilikina. And the shot goes down.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Here's Augustine. Lays it up and banks it in. Augustine's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant, but how about his creativity there?
Ntilikina kicks to Burks. Ball stolen. And it's the Rockets on the break.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Elfrid Payton.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Elfrid Payton.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Burks' shot is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wilson, boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Now the Rockets with it. Augustine with it. Here's Jeffries, and again another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin, with Elfrid Payton, and the jumper was falling tonight. I know that's something you've worked on a lot over the last couple of years, so when it finally starts to flow and fall, how does that feel?
It feels good. You know, hard work paying off, but, I still got a lot of work to do. Just got to keep working at it.
Well, it looks like things are finally starting to slow down for you, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.